Yeah, it's a long night. Just got back from Cornell. I don't know who's on and who knows it. Um, so we'll go over all the updates in a second. Just want to talk to. Oh, I saw Misfits are on. Tell them I'm sorry. Um, uh, there's Katniss. It's a pretty bad day, and it got a lot worse, and we'll talk about that in a second. I just want to make sure. I have no idea what's going on with John Stewart. So we'll go over some updates in a second. Uh, I'm not doing that awesome right now. It's been, like I said, a hard day. Um, I think everybody's in here. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everybody's in here. Look, everybody's all cuddled in there. Yeah, it's been kind of a rough day. And I don't know, like, this is not going to be. I kind of want to talk about some stuff, and it's not going to be like the greatest live ever, because it's been a hard day. First I want to start off with, Jane. Jane's back at Cornell. She is been going a little stir crazy because she she couldn't go outside the past couple of days, so she busted down a wall in here and cut herself on her neck, and so on her chin. So she's at Cornell, getting stitches right now, and so she's doing okay. It's not anything life threatening. You could see her blood is over there. She was bleeding everywhere. It was a lot of blood. It was it definitely needed stitches. Um, so it was just absolutely insane. Because when you think you have like a couple minutes off, you just don't, and just there was a lot of stuff going on here today, and it was pretty horrible. It's been a really bad day. Um, Jane has definitely been frustrated. She keeps taking her bandaged off. She's being real good about bandage changes and stuff, but she's super frustrated. And someone commented, be like, very nice comment, but like, I wish if she only knew we're just trying to take care of her. It was super scary because we were getting ready to feed dinner, and I was in the feed room with Christina, and I heard a scream, and I came in here. And these guys are dramatic, so we hear screams all the time, so we're never really alarmed by a scream. So I saw Jane walking away, and she was limping, and she was still in her area. She didn't break out of the area. She just busted down the wall. And we just locked her in her small ISO area, and I saw, and she had a huge, it's like this big, and it's through all the fat. It's through all the fat. And that's what it is. It's super hard for Jane because she doesn't understand that, like, I don't think she thinks she's being punished, but she doesn't understand what's going on. And so it's super scary. And that was just, and it was, Brian was here, Christina was here, Ty was here, and it just, the team got her locked and loaded up in the car, in the van. Thank you, Village, for that van, because she couldn't get it wet. She couldn't get her foot wet because she took it off. And I pulled right up to the barn in 6 inches of mud, drove right through it, put the ramp down, and we got her right in, and she was at Cornell in 2 hours and 15 minutes there waiting for to make, to add insult to injury. All of Cornell's phones were down, so I couldn't get approval to come in. So that was just horrible, not getting approval to. And then finally I texted a few of the doctors, and it's a pretty big gash. It's through all the fat. I didn't see anything that looked scary underneath, but it was through the fat. We got into the car and went. in the van, and the van was amazing. We just put a camera in the van so I could see what she's doing without turning around, and she is agitated. You could just see she's totally agitated. She was like trying to rip up the floors, and she ripped up the floors in the medical room. She's just terrible now. So I want to talk about a couple of things and a couple of things I posted today, and not that it matters, but it's been really hard, and it's definitely deep. And so I posted, I've been posting about the chickens because we are, we found an amazing vet at Cornell, Dr. Nick, who's an avian specialist, and he's amazing. And so we're able to treat more serious things with chickens, with someone who has experience and is an expert in the field. And, I'm super happy about it. Christina's super happy about it. Obviously, a 2 hour and 15-minute drive is not the best, but when, we have a great vet locally, but, they don't do certain surgeries, and she is an avian specialist and she's great, but this guy is like top notch in his field. So we're super lucky to have met him and now working with him, and I'm super proud of it. We are mainly a pig sanctuary, but every animal that is on our premises gets the same medical treatment, no matter how much they weigh, whether they weigh 6 pounds or 600 pounds or 900 pounds. So no matter how much you weigh, you're going to get the same, whatever we can do for you. And so why I'm super proud of that. And, Christina's very happy about that because she's obsessed with the birds and she's amazing with the birds. And so I'm just happy, that we can get this level of medical care for chickens, because they're so disposable. They go on sale at Tractor Supply for 99 cents, And so I was super excited about that. I posted about them yesterday, that Julia and Foxy are at Cornell and getting surgeries. And then I posted the pictures of Foxy's surgery because I thought that was awesome. It was a couple $1,000s. I don't know the exact price for everything yet. And I was super happy because, that they removed tumors. If that was your dog, if I posted that Mama had tumors removed and it was a life-saving operation and it was the only way to try to save your life, everybody be positive. Well, I'm super sad for a lot of different reasons right now, but one reason is I got really attacked on those posts, just about spending money on a chicken. It's more an Instagram, I think. I was super attacked. We've lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of followers on Instagram today and Facebook. We were completely attacked today for spending money on chickens. I was blown away, and I was seeing it before I went to Cornell. I was like watching my following go down and the comments come in, and we had a lot of positive comments. Don't get me wrong. We've had a lot of positive people and support. It's the most money we've ever raised for chickens, completely. But wow, we were fully attacked. I've been so depressed today and walking around just being attacked by people that have chickens. And, I was shocked. And I think it was important because I was proud that we did this surgery that we wouldn't have been able to do months ago. And this could get her years. It may not. This was kind of a Hail Mary, but we wanted to give a try. We had to. If this was your cat or your dog, and I said I wasn't going to do a life-saving surgery, people would get so mad. People would get so mad. And again, followers come and go. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just sad that people decided to stop supporting us because we were attempting a life-saving surgery on a chicken. And I was so proud. It got really a lot of really good publicity. Other sanctuaries were thanking us for saying the things that we said. We don't have to block the people that are negative, but we lost followers. We lost, I'd say, between 500 and 1,000 followers today, which again, followers were come and go. And, you know, it was getting to me because it was a hard day. The weather was terrible. Brian's here working in the terrible elements, just running around today. Jane hurt herself, which is horrible. And then just seeing all this nasty stuff. And it's like, I was so proud. I was so happy to post that. You know, I really was. I was like, this is awesome. Like, we're doing groundbreaking work with pigs, and now we're doing groundbreaking work with chickens. And I'm like, this is awesome. You know, we've made that commitment. We found a doctor that has the same values of chickens, and he's such a nice guy. And, you know, it's so crazy, and it's just, people don't. So if it's pictures of cute pigs, they support me. But as soon as I post about chickens, I was evil, you know, and I was just so sad because I was so proud. You know, I'm proud, like the work I do, I'm super proud of myself, and I'd never really been proud like that before. And we've had 500 to 1,000. We lost it a couple years ago for a crazy thing when that happened, but we've never lost following like this. Like 500, 1,000 followers, nasty messages from people I don't really recognize, so it's not like weird, you know? You know, and when I talked about how literally we get, and maybe it was because I posted graphic images. Someone got mad that I didn't post a picture of a warning, that I just said warning. But I didn't think they were that graphic. I thought they were awesome. That those tumors were taken out of her body. Those things that were killing her were taken out of her body. I was like, that's awesome. You know, it was like a little gruesome, but it was awesome. I see people post pictures of their dead animals, and that makes me crazy. This was an animal who has a chance. This is an animal who has a chance. And again, followers come and go. There were people saying really mean stuff, you know, and think of how many animals you could save if you took that money and saved more chickens. But it's not about that. It's the chickens that we have in our care now that we are able to do better by. We're able to do better by populate pigs because of Louis, you know, and it's just crazy. And I was just like, I was just super upset, you know, and I was like, Jane was nuts in the car, and my anxiety of trying to get her, and it was snowing, and, you know, I'm trying to get her to Cornell as fast as possible. Their phones are down, and I'm just getting these messages. And it was pretty crazy. And, you know, I was leaving Cornell. So I was leaving Cornell, and I got a call from Dr. Nick that Julia was doing okay. And I was in the grocery store right outside Cornell. And I'm gonna sit down. So I was in the grocery store, And Dr. Nick was said, okay, she's stable, and Julie was stable. And so I'm getting some food to take home because I'm hungry, whatever. And Cornell calls again, and I was like, oh, okay, it's Jane's doctor because she needs surgery or the stitches and stuff, sedation. And he called back and he's like, Julia's taken a turn for the worst. So he said, Julia's taken a turn for the worst. And she's dying. And I was 5 minutes away. And I said, okay, can I come and be with her? And he said, yes, we'll bring her out. I said, no, don't bring her out. Let her go. And I'm in a grocery store, and she was passing away on the phone with me and Christina. And it just, Julia has been super important to me. We've been through a lot together. She lived in the house for a while. And I'm like, I'm coming. And then it was too late. And then we got off the phone, and then he called back and he's like, do you want to come see her? And I didn't want to come see her. I want to remember her the way she was. And I didn't want to come see her. Because we had such good times together. She was the most social chicken we've ever had. And, we agreed to do a necropsy, and he's like, to make sure we find out her intestines were so bad. He never saw intestines this bad before. He said, I've never seen anything like this. She was so sick. And you could pick her up on a tour, and she used to sit on people's shoulders and be super sweet. And Christina was super close to her. And I'm not even going to post for a couple of days because I don't want to get harassed, after getting harassed all day. And now we tried so hard for Julia, and it was our last chance to save Julia. And I would try again and again and again. We didn't make her suffer. She didn't suffer. She had a chance. She was never suffering. We never make an animal suffer. In no way, shape, or form would me and Christina ever make a decision to make an animal suffer so that we feel better that they're around. And, I just, there's like so many times where she's stolen the tour. No one's ever held a chicken before, and they've held Julia. There's hundreds of pictures of people on tours holding Julia because she enjoyed it, And now she's gone, and she did what she had to do for this world, She made an impression on this world, and people stopped eating chicken and eating eggs because of Julia. So she did good. She did good. Should she be here now? Yes. But what we did is we tried our hardest, and we got shit on for it. We got absolutely shit on it. We were told that she wasn't worth it. We were told that she wasn't worth it. Like time and time again, people were blown away and said, and in the post I talked about people saying it's only a chicken. And it was like crazy. It was crazy because I would do it all over again. Nothing we did made her suffer. She was super comfortable, and we made sure of it. But she made more of an impact on this world than a lot of people I know. She made a huge, people who were afraid of chickens, who never touched a chicken, held Julia. And they changed, man. They changed because they held Julia. And I'm not going to post for a couple of days because I need to breathe through it. I'm not going to talk about her passing. She had a sponsor. The sponsor knows, and that's important. But, you know, but you can see the comments mostly on Instagram, was just fighting about the fights on Instagram on the post today got crazy. I'm not losing focus. I'm a little hurt. I'm a little battered. I'm a little battered. I'm a little battered. And it was just like so messed up. I'm like, we're talking about getting treatment for chickens. If I replaced the word chickens with dogs, the post would have went crazy. Would have had the most positive comments. But because I used the word chicken and they were getting surgery and she had tumors removed, it was crazy. These people were so angry. They were so angry, and it was like there was one person that talked about, and I looked at it. I looked at the profile, and it was a homesteader, and homesteaders are pretty. They kill their own animals. They raise the animals for food. The kids are raising the animals, and they're killing them. It's just a whole thing in itself. And they were so mad that we spent, a few $1,000s to try and save an animal. And thank you, by the way, for the generosity. We've never received this generosity for chickens before, and we've never received this attention for chickens. Unfortunately, a decent percentage was bad, and we lost a lot of followers, which I hope doesn't trickle down to support, Followers are just a number. It's the support that matters, the people that support our mission and support what we do. So followers is just a number that it's an ego thing. It's if you're supported and your message is getting out there, and your interactions with people, and your people that are interacting with you and learning from you and being educated by you. It's just, and it was just so messed up because my head was so screwed up. And I never questioned whether I was doing the right thing with them. I never for 1 second questioned if I was doing the right thing. And, you go through this emotional roller coaster when you have an animal at the hospital. Like, you get really pumped up, like they're going to come home and they're going to make it. And then you get really defeated, like, it's not good, it's not good. And then you're pumped up. And then, you're pumped up because you're like, they're coming home, they're coming home. And then sometimes you have bad messages from them and they're fighting, and then you grieve them too soon. Then you grieve them too soon. So it's like an emotional roller coaster where you get a good message. When Morty, oh, thank you so much. When Morty was in the hospital 2 years ago, my day would be controlled by how he felt that day at the hospital. And so if he had a bad day at the hospital, I had a bad day. If he had a good day at the hospital, I had a good day. And that's similar to actually how it goes here every time someone's at Cornell. Christina and I were hanging on the phone for like 3 or 4 days now with Julia and Foxy and every word that the doctor said. And we had a lot of positive phone calls. Hi, Misfits. I'm really sorry you were on. I just got home from Cornell and just Julia died. And so I think we're controlled by the news we get that day of an animal that's not feeling well. With Louis, it was the same thing where Louis, you're controlled by, Louis, if he ate that morning, I had a good day. If he didn't eat, I had a bad day. So for the past couple of weeks where Julie was at Cornell and Foxy, it's like if the doctor called and said she's doing well, she's feeling okay, it looks like she's getting better, we were having a good day. If they said she's not eating, and we'd have a bad day. And now it's going to be some bad days, But I was super broken. Hi, Christina. Christina's doing meds, so I'm going to tackle. Hi, Christina. Christina's doing meds now. I guess, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't realize. I'm going to get beat up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. There's a pink tidal wave coming. There's a pink tidal wave coming. Look how good they are. Look how good these puppies are. Are you a good girl, Joy? Are you a very good girl? Are you a very good girl? Is that so funny? Foxy's still fighting. That was awesome. I mean, I just love pigs so much. I mean, I love all animals. I love chickens, but being in here is super healing. And that just made me feel good. It's like little things, like this one chewing, like Ren chewing, baby Sarah, and all of them have been messed up at one point, Baby Sarah almost died as a baby. It's awesome, They help you heal. Oh, I don't know. If you sign in and sign out, that should help, St. Matthew. If you sign in and sign out. These guys heal. They're healing, and they don't even know it. Just looking at them, But Carl's still chewing. Carl's legitimately still. I have cookies in my pocket by accident. Yes, Brian gave me a kiss on the cheek, or plans to. Oh my God. Look at this. Hold on. Look, this is baby Sarah. Max is over in the corner. Baby Sarah is with Betty and Russell, like sleeping on top of them. I think I'm jealous of them, Hold on. So baby Sarah, there's Ren, Joy, Russell. Oh, Regan doesn't like baby Sarah on top. Oh my God. Baby Sarah is just sitting there. Right back at you, Misfits. Oh, I was like, what C word? You got me scared. I know, I have him in my pocket. I just forgot. I had him at Cornell. And here's Katniss. What a good girl. I was gonna give you. So yeah. So there's freaking blood all over the place over here. We're gonna clean her stall tomorrow, but there's blood all over the place from her. Oh, I love those guys. But right back at Shonda. So Jane is not home. Jane broke down a wall to be. Jane is at Cornell getting stitches right now. The doctor's with her right now, and she's getting stitches. I'm not going to post about Julia passing away for a couple of days because I need to think about it a little and figure it out in my head, and just breathe through it. I need to process it a little because of today's negativity and digest that and figure that out. It was definitely a rough day. I'm putting the cookies up. I got cookies. Starting with I thought, I was like, wow, this is awesome. We had a surgery, a groundbreaking, life-saving surgery. And man, people just got so pissed. No, I got there, I think like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And they had a full house. I know, I saw a bunch of animals that I recognize. And that's what's funny when you go to Cornell. It's like you're going back and you're seeing animals that you know and recognize from other sanctuaries. And it was pretty funny. I saw Tamerlane, and I saw a couple of animals there, and it was you go there. Oh, thank you, honey. Love you too. And you go there and like, I know you. It's like a college party. And it was a full house Friday night there. And the staff was amazing. And, Jane just is so used to, first of all, she did amazing in the van, except for trying to eat the floor. Loading her into the van and taking her out was really, it's a pleasure. The van, again, thank you, the village, for participating in the van, because the van is an absolute game changer. Safety, comfort, on all levels. The van is unbelievable. One, keeping an eye on the animals when I'm driving with a camera to see them. Two, they can hear my voice. Climate control, so they have heat and air conditioning. Safety, because it's definitely safer to drive. One, it's all-wheel drive. Two, not having to have a trailer. If Jane hurt herself and started bleeding out, I could have done compression and stuff like that. If she was in the trailer, we would never see it, and that's what's crazy. It's freaking cold out here. I gotta walk the dogs. Come on, guys. Lyle, Candy. Come on, guys. Not you, Ashley. Candy girl. And Candy girl, I didn't sleep last night. Candy's, come on, Candy. I'm right here. Come on, let's go, Candy. Come on. Candy had a rough night. Her nasal cavity is all messed up. She has surgery a week from Monday. To hopefully let the pressure. She's having a lot of teeth removed, and that should take away the pressure in her nasal cavity, because she's having some trouble. Yeah, I mean, we just like hoodies here. Christina wears if it's real cold out, I'll wear a jacket, but we layer under the hoodie. No, it sucks, but I'm just proud of what we did, and Angela from Goosebump Mountain really, steered us in the right direction with really focusing on, getting Cornell more involved, and then we found Dr. Nick, and he was an intricate part. And talking to this guy on the phone is he cares, like it's not, and what's this is hard to say because you don't want to, but like, a lot of vets, it's about a business. The doctors at Cornell, they get paid no matter what. So so if he sells you on a surgery, he's not getting a commission. That I don't think so. And this guy cares, man. This guy freaking cares. He's so he was so like honest, and not saying all vets aren't, but I don't know. This guy just he has great vibes. Christina thinks he's amazing. I think he's amazing. Come here. I think he's amazing. And we're super happy we met him. We're gonna learn from these situations to do better and figure stuff out. Come here, Kenny. And do better and figure stuff out. No, he definitely truly cares. It's pretty awesome. He really does care. Not saying others don't, but this guy is a freaking rock star. And he it's hard to explain, like, and he's like, I really thought I could save her. He was really no, it's yeah, exactly, Brittany. I don't want to say that because I don't want to start trouble somewhere, but it was no, we're glad. It was definitely Angela from Goosepond Mountain was very intricate part of finding Dr. Nick, and it's awesome, and it was the right time, and and we just are super excited about it. You could follow him. I tagged him in the post today, Dr. Nick something, but he. He's definitely like his bedside manner is amazing, and he Candy. He talks to you like in real, like he gives a shit about birds, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't care about birds. Candy. A lot of people don't. Oh no! Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's funny. I don't drink, which kind of stinks, because I should. Oh no! Here comes Wilbur. And I didn't get to tuck in the potbellies. Christina did it, which I'm happy she did it. I don't know if he is. My outlet is working with pigs and chickens and cats and dogs. My outlet is being around the animals, so that's my outlet. But having friends around, Brian's here, Christina's here, Todd's here. I don't smoke either. I don't do anything. Like I legit don't do anything. I was listening to Billy Joel a lot on the way home, and I think I'm just gonna try and get to one of his concerts at Madison Square Garden. But you can follow Dr. Nick on Instagram. I don't know. I don't remember his handle, but I'll tag him in this. Unfortunately, the big first of all, we do chicken checks all the time, but the big problem is that prey animals like chickens hide anything's that wrong with them. We do chicken checks a lot. And we knew about the tumors, but unfortunately at the time, we didn't have anybody to do surgery on tumors like that. No, it might have been Wilbur. I don't know what happened. We didn't. We don't have anybody that will would do surgery. And then Dr. Nick said yes, he would do surgery on the tumors. And you know, she Foxy is an older bird. Foxy is an original, an OGC, OGC. She's original member of our original flock, and and so she's been here, and she was a spent layer hen, so she was done laying eggs, and that's why she and that's why she came here, because we the people that were helping me in the beginning said it was an ad on Craigslist, and they wanted to get rid of the chickens because they didn't want to feed them through the winter. They were spent, and feeding chickens is super cheap. And they didn't want to feed the chickens through the winter, so someone was helping me out, went and picked up, I don't remember how many chickens that he just didn't want to feed. And when they picked them up, they said, you know, they make great soup. And so she is an original chicken who's been here for 4.5 years. And she was probably 3 or 4 years old when she came. So you know, being, again, prey animals hide everything because, you know, a predator is going to go for a sick animal. So prey animals have to hide everything. Pigs do the same thing. So you just have to be careful with them. Yeah, he didn't want to feed him, and it may cost you $1 a month to feed a chicken through the winter. $2. It's not expensive, and they probably didn't give very good food, so it wasn't expensive at all. But that's why with people talking about the egg prices and all that crap, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's so BS. People thinking it's the economy, but it's actually bird flu. So they're blaming it on the economy, and it's actually bird flu that's driving the prices. And I don't know, there's a lot of false crap out there that I'm not getting into. But 10 years old, Tori, that's wonderful. But because they do hide, because they are prey animals, they hide what's wrong with them, which it makes it hard to pick up. But Christina has a keen eye, and she's really good at picking up what's wrong with them. So we'll post Julia's story in a couple of days when we just take a breath. Yeah, I don't know what that comment was. That was super weird. You know, and I have to apologize. I've been a little short on my lives the past couple of days and snapping, and it's just because there's a lot going on. I know I piss people off. So I apologize. I mean, some of the comments were a little that I commented on. So I'm gonna do better. I know I've been, you know, I've had my happy light on twice a day for a long time. It's right next to my bed. So I have my happy light next to my bed, and I do it before I go to sleep, and I do it in the morning when I get up. And I've been using that a lot. So, ooh, Brian's in his PJs. Oh no. There's Brian. Say hi, Brian.
Hello, hello.
We have a special project that he's working on that we're going to announce tomorrow. Lyle's worried you're going to steal his cookies.
I know.
Do you see that? Lyle's guarding his cookies from Brian. No, we'll still go live, but I know a couple of the lives was a little. My mom says hi. with a heart.
Lois.
Hello, Lois. So he is wearing onesies.
That's right.
Did Todd drink all those seltzers?
Yeah.
He did? Oh no. Todd drank all of Brian's seltzers. So I do use my light twice a day. But Lyle's so worried. Lyle's looking at Brian. Lyle's gonna like attack Brian. He doesn't want him to touch his cookies. It's so funny. Lyle's gonna spend the night down here guarding his cookies. He's got like 15 cookies and he's guarding them. Could I show you or no?
For what?
Jody wants to see your PJs.
They're scrubs. She knows what scrubs are.
Yeah, you know they're scrubs. Why is a scrub getting no love? Isn't that? And there's Lyle. Lyle's right next to Brian. Brian's putting away seltzer that Todd drank. I don't know if Brian and Erica can live in a tiny house together. I don't think I can live with anybody. That house is tiny. I don't think two people should live in that house. That would be like a cage match for anybody. Oh my God, I'd kill anybody in that house. It's a cute house, but you're like in each other's faces. I think a tiny house is like a one-person house. I don't know if that's a two-person house.
That's not the special project, anyway.
That's not the special project. Well, they want you to move into it. You and Erica to move. That's what they were saying.
What, do they want to see more of me?
Do they want to see? They do. They love you, Brian. Brian's getting his night seltzer. Lyle still doesn't trust him. Lyle's like, what the hell are you doing? So we're gonna unveil Brian's special. Wilbur's waking up. Oh no.
Lyle, you better hide your cookies.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Lyle, be nice to Wilbur. Be nice to let Wilbur have the cookies. Come here. Wilbur can have the cookies. Lyle, come over here. Here, there's your cookie. There you go. If you ever need Lyle to take a pill, oh, Princess is coming up now. Oh, now
Everybody's awake.
now it's a party.
Hi, Princess.
Now it's a party. Lyle's gardeners cookies. I gotta get Princess a cookie. Hold on.
Cookie, Princess?
I gotta give Princess a cookie. Princess doesn't like to get out of bed for her cookies, though. Here you go. I mean, the best chewing on. She looks like she's from England.
That's not good. Yeah, that's not.
I mean, just her sense of humor. Brian was showing me some humor from England. Do you want that or no? There you go. There you go. I don't know. Is there a lot of people? I don't have a lot of people from England.
Kaz is from England.
Oh, hi, Kaz. I'm sorry. I mean, the comedy.
Is it Nadine from?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, I mean like the comedy. I don't mean the teeth.
Is Kaz on? Ask her if she knows about Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Mrs. Brown what?
Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Mrs. Brown's Boys is a comedy. It's very funny. I'm talking about the Mrs. Brown Boys kind of Benny Hill kind of sense of humor. I'm glad Brian is getting liquids. Yes. I made him breakfast and lunch today, just so you know.
Who's at the cookies?
That came in the boot.
Oh, is that Rosemary Christine?
So we have an awesome volunteer, Christine, and I'll show you this. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're super happy. We have a volunteer that comes a couple days a week. This very nice person named Christine. Yes, we're having a sleepover. He gets a top bunk. Who's that? Oh, Ashley's destroying something. So she made a waterproof boot for Jane. Princess. So we have a waterproof boot for Jane. Did I burn what? Oh, it was a bagel. It wasn't burnt. I forgot. I was like,
No,
it was not burnt.
It was good.
It was good. He said it was good. We got good. We have a good bagel. Mrs. Brown Boys is awesome. He showed me today. I did not burn his bagel. Wow. I'm getting a reputation here. Wow. Do you and Brian have a favorite dinosaur? What was it? Stegosaur. What was it? What was the dinosaur?
T-Rex.
It wasn't T-Rex. In Step Brothers.
I know. I'm just messing with it.
What was the dinosaur?
It wasn't a brontosaurus.
It was not it was not like that obvious. It's like Stegosaurs. No.
Was it?
Craig definitely knows. What was the dinosaur?
Would you imagine if Craig was over here yet?
Oh my god, Craig, you gotta come over. What was the name of the dinosaur? Did we just become
Best friend.
best friend? What would you Velociraptor. That was it. And who was and if you had I would do what was Jackson? What was his name?
I got this drum set.
You had the drum. No, but what was the sword with the I did not cremate the pizza last night. It was delicious. Randy Jackson. No, it wasn't Randy Jackson.
Who
It
was
was
the pizza delicious to?
I liked it.
Candy.
It wasn't Randy Jackson. Who was the Jackson that he had this sword walking down the street and he got it signed?
I don't remember that part.
He showed him the sword, and he had some Jackson, the guy on
Samuel L. Jackson?
No, it
I
was
don't remember that part.
the guy that's on one of those judging shows for singing. It wasn't pizza flambe. It was delicious pizza. Wow. I'm from Wayne, New Jersey. I don't know what Tabernacle is.
The Tabernacle Choir. Choir.
I don't. It's not New Jersey. Randy Jackson. Randy Jackson from American Idol, and he got the sword signed. I would do the same thing.
I don't remember that part.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yes.
Why are you sweating?
I was watching Cops. That's like the best movie ever. I'm sorry. That's like the best movie ever. What is she doing? She's going up her shorts. Everybody's like Randy Jackson. Okay, I'm going to get going because
Sleepover time.
it's sleepover time.
We gotta play with the drum set.
We got to play with the drum set. That's terrible. Everybody loves Randy Jackson. Have a great night. I'll post soon about Julia. Peace, love, and Julia and Pegs.